Nancy. Kim Fortune.
All right, now. Let's see, I'm 38 years old. I have never, ever heard the story how my mother met my father. One time at dinner, like in the last, 6, 8 months, I asked. She started to tell the story and quickly changed the subject. So I would really like to know, how did she meet Dad? How did this whole thing get going? I mean, this has been 40 years and none of us know the story. So I think maybe there was a little something, off color going on. So,
is this my microphone?
Yeah, this is your microphone. Now just speak right into the mic and look into the camera.
Do I speak right where it says U.S. patent?
Yes, U.S. patent.
All right. Well, the very first time I saw Claude I was on the lower side of the street walking with my friend, and he was on the upper side. We were going opposite directions. He had his uniform on, and I said, "Oh, who is that? Who is that uniform man?" And Edith said, "Oh, that's a Sutherland guy." And I just followed him all the way around till he was out of sight. And I think it was, maybe a month or two before I ever met him. And he was with my sister.
Was it a date?
No.
Just with her?
Well, they were going out. And freeze.
All right, go ahead.
All right.
So it was about a month, and then you met him.
About a month later, he and T. Frey were going on a drop, and someone else was going. And anyway, they didn't make it home that evening. And
was there drinking involved?
No, he just had an old car he called Caledonia. And Caledonia got stuck in the river. So this is why they were late. So then the next time I saw him, then I was introduced to him. And he said, I said, I have to go home and prepare dinner for my dad. And he said, well, you can't cook. And I said, yes. And he wanted to know what we were going to have, and I said, fried chicken. And he said, well, I want to marry you. So we got married.
What happened? Fried chicken?
No. Come on. He said, I want to marry you. He said, I married. Did you date? Did you?
Oh, yes, we dated. And, this was 3 or 4 years ago. I was
13.
13. Of course, he did not know that. I looked like I was 18. And I acted like I was 18.
You were 13?
Yes.
She had the big
When I first met her. Yes.
Can you imagine that? That's Janae. That's Janae.
I know. All right. So when did you actually start dating? That next day?
Wouldn't let me date.
The next day?
Daddy wouldn't let me date till I was
10th grade, but
It's not you.
16.
So
10th grade you started dating, and the next year you started dating her, or shortly thereafter?
you don't really call it dating.
I know you go together on with it. I know,
Yes,
but that was dating.
That's the way it went through high school, and then he would go away.
What was your best date?
What was our best date?
Yeah, what was the one you liked the best?
Oh, gosh. Well, it was going to be the best when we went, I can't remember the name of the place. I decided to swim across the lake, and I almost didn't make it. It was, everybody was going across. And I was lucky, there was an old fence buried across there that I caught onto. But that was a fun time, though.
It was fun.
Yes.
When you almost drowned, that was the fun time.
Oh, definitely. That was so fun. And when we would go to Camp Splinter, that was a great time. And,
Did he ever take you on a dress-up date?
oh yes, we went dancing.
He did.
Yes.
He used to dance?
We went to the grill
What about this only?
and beer.
My one visit there.
Your one visit
But she only did that for shock treatment.
shock treatment. Hey,
I have to tell you, Terry, I want to make these little comments now. When I heard that she was getting married, there was a song out, "You're Too Young to Be in Love," and I kept
They tried to tell us
Yeah.
we're too young. Yes, yes.
well, 40 years later, I guess they weren't too young. That or they didn't know
40
any
years
better.
ago, they were too young. Kid, Patty was.
I know.
Patty was.
No, I was an old, I really was. I mean, I'm younger today than I was then. I was a very
No, you
old.
weren't.
Well, you were in high school. You had graduated
Yes,
from high
yes.
school.
But what I'm saying, I was
Mature.
very mature. Yes.
Yeah, oh, Terry, a comment. In high school, and I was staying back there, and she and I got into a knockdown and
That was in
drag out
ninth
fight.
grade. That was in ninth grade, Jean.
When you were in school. Now, how old were you? You were only in ninth grade?
Yeah.
Anyway, it was a knockdown and drag out up and down the stairs and screaming and hair pulling. That's how mature she
Well,
was.
how mature were you for doing it?
I was
She
married.
wasn't.
She broke my shoe.
Until you fought with her because you broke your shoe?
You better believe it.
I don't know, audience. Which one do you think is the actual young one here?
I wasn't
Mother
then.
just stood there with her mouth.
She's the old one today. What was that? Was Mother?
Mother just stood there with her mouth.
Did she just not believe that it was happening?
I don't know.
We just didn't invite her back anymore. That's all.
That's true, I didn't go back. Anybody, because, my parents had moved after the service. And I go to this town, I don't know anybody or, anything. And they
Didn't
grew
feel
up.
like home?
No, it never was home. No.
Huh. Okay, so you got married. What was the day of your wedding like? The day before the wedding? What was that like?
My aunt that lives in North Carolina made my dress, and it wasn't there
On the day before your wedding?
on Saturday. And there had been a flood in the south, and so the trains weren't making it. But anyway, the man who worked in the post office was a friend of the family, so he opened the post office at 8 o'clock at night and got my dress for me. And it turned out it was a beautiful dress.
It really was. We saw the pictures.
Yes.
Okay, it's getting ready.
We were so worried about the dress. We kept going to the post office and going down there and nothing. So, post office closed, everybody was gone. So finally, a friend of my parents.
Were you late for your wedding?
Just a little.
You were?
She started it out that way.
Just a little.
Just a little late. Well, did you have breakfast as normal? Breakfast as normal that day on your wedding
No,
day?
I dressed at my brother's house.
At your brother's house?
Yes.
At Tom's house?
He lived on Riverside Drive, and so I dressed there. And very hot, humid. And all I remember about it is I spilled my makeup on my slip. And that's all.
And what, okay, well, did you have it at your house?
No,
in
I
your
had it in
garden?
the church.
In the church. Well, I see all this garden. That's outside the church?
That's in Mother and Dad's yard.
Oh, so you had it at the church, then you went to their
Had a
house.
reception there, yes.
Oh, that was nice.
And they found a white spider, which is supposed to bring them good luck.
White spider on the cake.
Wow.
All right, did you go anywhere afterwards?